So the first month is over with. We're going to look at 6 altcoins that have done very, very well. You may not have heard of these, but there is some reasons why they have done incredibly well in terms of a rally. Let's talk about them. So a disclaimer, I don't hold any of these, but I have picked out 4 main reasons why these have all done well and they all fall into those sort of categories. So please make sure you understand that. I know it's past the event, but ultimately we need to understand and why they have moved so you can understand better for next time. If you'd like to know what I do actually genuinely hold, check out my Patreon below. I do a journal and I'm always moving my portfolio around so you can be able to see what I'm doing in the market. So one of the main reasons for why certain things do well is the fall of 2022. How much an asset has taken such a huge drop, and sometimes they bounce the most, often leading to momentum and attraction of, eyeballs, because they have started to pump. The bigger the pump, the more obvious it becomes. And most importantly, remember this, on the likes of CoinMarketCap and places like that, they will show the biggest gain, mainly because they've fallen 90 to 95% in the prior year. The narrative play, a huge factor to consider here. Certain coins can experience huge boosts in the market due to adoptions of particular narratives. These are going on mainstream media and stuff like that, such as, a great example right now, artificial intelligence. We've had it in the past with NFTs. Narrative plays will mean some coins will go higher than others. The liquidity technicals. A certain coin can have the same effect on its price via the previous year. Similar to the fall of 2022, they may have dropped massively, dropped a huge amount. There may be a gap in the market. Therefore, it gets filled quicker because there's no liquidity. This happens a lot on the lower altcoins and low market cap coins, but ultimately this upside will give a jolt and hype, and it will often trigger algorithms and traders to get involved because of the volatility. And finally, many coins have strengthened their fundamentals during the bear market. This is simple because due to certain releases on the coins or partnerships they've been developing for the last 12 months, when crypto and Bitcoin especially starts to go up and the narrative starts to change and a more bullish sentiment comes in, these good assets stand out more and they will rise faster. So as I explained there's 4 obvious reasons for these altcoins and they all fall into them. Now, the one element to this is obvious. They have all performed very, very well in January. Not everyone has. Now, I want to say this now. This doesn't mean that the coins that you've got right now are doing rubbish because they've not pumped like these. Some of these have extraordinary things that are happening and ultimately they are pretty good projects as well, but a lot of them are narrative plays, so bear that in mind. So the first project and the one that comes in at the highest, up 547%, is Everscale, a layer 1 proof of stake blockchain network of a 5th generation. Its versatility helps develop a decentralized hub for blockchains, resource-demanding applications such as GameFi, DeFi, microtransactions, and real-time bidding. The second project that's done very, very well, of a similar sort of ilk, up 376%, is Aptos, a layer 1 proof of stake blockchain that utilizes a Rust-based programming language created by Facebook engineers, and it seeks to create a mainstream adoption to Web3 to create an ecosystem for dApps to solve user problems. 150,000 TPS is expected from this blockchain alone. Up 249% is a project called Render, a distributed GPU rendering network built on Ethereum blockchain, aiming to connect artists and studios needing GPU to compute power. Following on from that into the metaverse, we go into Gala Games, up 219%, is a leader in applying Web3 and blockchain technology in gaming. GameFi is relatively big around here. Now, Gala Games offers a load of games providing freedom of control, rewards, and many of these games are free to play. There's been a massive uptick recently in the NFT world, and Metaverse is another one of those. And finally, we go into the final bit of this, but we're going to talk about Solana first. 136% up. Why? 1, I think Sam's out of prison, and 2, because of how far this actually did drop in 2022 and the start of this year. It had a massive amount of ground make up. So If you don't know what this is, blockchain-based decentralized finance hub, essentially multiple elements to it, hybrid proof of stake, proof of history consensus model to increase scalability. It's pretty damn popular, and it was one of Sam's main coins, so be wary of that. And finally, the narrative play. Singularity Net is a blockchain-powered platform offering global marketing services for AI. It is a full AI coin. There's a lot of developers on this. This is up 275%. There is other AI coins, obviously, that have done very, very well in that time period versus this. So there we have it. We have the 6 projects. All of them have a certain degree of reason why they've done well. Narrative plays, a bit of manipulation essentially because of the fall of 2022, liquidity gaps as well, especially with Solana. Hugely important we note that, but also the main thing, fundamentals. Some of these projects have been developing pretty well over the time and quite quietly too, which is always good to see. So if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, it's free to do so. If you are wanting to return, hit the subscribe button. Also, check out the links below to learning crypto online courses. If you want to learn from me, there you go.